Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is meal prep day, so I'm just gonna be roasting some chicken thighs in my air fryer. I would normally make a whole chicken, but I found these thighs in my freezer, so I defrosted them overnight in the fridge, so they are ready to go. So I'm just gonna show you how to prep them and how to make them in the air fryer, so please make sure you stay tuned. My chickens, this is from Morrisons. This is, as I said, it was fresh. I put it in the freezer. I defrosted it last night. And what I do, it is a little bit controversial, I think. I always wash my chicken, even if it's a whole chicken. In this case, I washed it and also I removed the skin. As I said, I think it's very controversial because I've been always told, especially recently, that, you know, do not wash chicken. But I grew up on a farm, so obviously we had chickens from the farm. We kept them, so we never really had to buy any from the shops. But I always thought that, you know, buying a chicken has been sitting in plastic for goodness how long. I always made sure that I couldn't just like take it out of the packet and then just put it in, because obviously there is feather on it, and I just wanted to give it a good wash. I know, as I said, a lot of people say do not wash chicken because of cross-contamination, but I've been doing this for decades and I've never had any issues. But obviously, I do me, you do you. So, you know, if you don't want to wash the chicken, please don't wash the chicken. But when I always make sure that there is no contamination. Thankfully, we never had any issues with food, never had any issue with salmonella or any kind of problems. And when I wash the chicken, I make sure that everything is out of the way. There's no dishes, there's nothing else that can get in contact with the chicken. And I do a really good hand washing as well in between, make sure that things won't get contaminated. So, you know, as I said, I wash my chicken. You wash it if you like, or don't wash it if you that's what you normally do. Anyway, all in all, let's get to the point now. Lois is talking about washing chicken here. As you can see, what I do for any kind of chicken thighs or chicken drumsticks as well. Sometimes I skin the drumsticks as well, because I just think, even though I do like the skin, I just think when I put the seasoning on, and when we have the skin and there is a little bit, I think it's a bit boring underneath, so I kind of like to take the skin off. This one has still got the bones, but you can take the bones out. Sometimes I do, but nah, today I don't bother. So I just cut these in. I don't know if you cut your chickens in as well. Please let me know in a comment, because it's one of those, I remember when I was growing up, I think my mom used to do it all the time, because apparently the flavors get to it. And sometimes in Hungary, what we do, we also, after we season like chicken, that we can put some segments of garlics into the skin. But I haven't got any fresh garlic, so I'm not going to be doing that. But in the meantime, nicely cut through. So all of them are cut. So what I'm going to do is I will get a plastic bag and I put all the seasoning in there and the oil, and then I'm going to pop these in, because I'm going to show you a really easy trick how I do it, that I think, you know, just make sure that everything gets coated. So let me just wash my hands, grab the seasoning, and then I'll get back to you. What I'm going to be doing, I've got this plastic bag, so I'm going to be putting the chicken thighs in here. So I think it's about 6 pieces in a kilo. The original recipe asked for boneless chicken thigh, so I don't know if it makes a difference. You may need to reduce the cooking time. Alright, so all the chicken is nice in there. And also what I do when I wash my hands or dry my hand, I just use the same tea towel, so everything is going into the wash. Alright, so open it all up. So a little bit of olive oil. You can use any kind of oil that you want. This is just Lidl's classic olive oil. I probably wouldn't use butter for this, just a little bit. You don't have to go mad, but make sure that you do put oil in there. And then a bit of sea salt. I would probably put about, depending on the amount of chicken you're doing, really. I normally would eyeball it, but I think the recipe said about 1 teaspoon. You may find this a bit too much. Yeah, I do 1 teaspoon because it's a fair bit of chicken. And I've got smoked paprika and plain normal sweet paprika. I will not be using the smoked paprika. I do find it a little bit overpowering. You can if you like. So I'm going to be putting 1 teaspoon in there as well. But obviously if you got less chicken, then you need to reduce the quantity of the spices. But you can go mad, you can use other stuff as well. So I got 1 teaspoon of red paprika powder. And I'm going to be using, what else have you got? Oh, my favorite seasoning, which is a Kucherex seasoning. I think there is not much in here, so let me just see if I'm be using the biggest spoon. It's one of my daughters when she was a baby. Again, yeah, one teaspoon, and I'm just going to put the rest in there because it's empty now. There's some more. And a little bit of black pepper. You can put a bit of garlic in as well, garlic powder. So just a teeny tiny. I don't measure black pepper, but I don't use too much. I don't know if you can see. And that's it really. So what I do, I tie the bag together. Obviously make sure that your bag, the one that you're using, is clean. There is no hole in it. And look, isn't that amazing? Yeah, I do this with everything. I mean, I don't know, please let me know in the comment if you do use this this trick, but it keeps your, you know, your hands nice and clean. And I think it's just amazing. I mean, you can marinate this if you want. Can pop it in the fridge. But I won't be marinating it because we're gonna go out shopping today, so I don't really want to spend time with that. But this is good to go. So you see it all coated. I just find it when it's on a plate, you're kind of trying to mix everything together, rub it in together. Firstly, the hands will be covered, which is not an issue. You can wash your hands, but it's just, I think it's just so messy. Anyway, so it's all contained. I can't see anywhere else, anything else. So let me just wash up, and I'm just gonna pop this in the Ninja now. So I'll be back in a second. Actually popped them in the Ninja already. So the 6 pieces went in quite nicely. I'm not using any kind of liner with this. I don't know if you can see it. That's a crisper plate. So I put all 6 of them on there. And I put them flat, so bony side down. I don't know if you can see the cuts on the top. So that's obviously the kind of the top of the chicken thighs. So I'm using the second basket. I'm going to be using the second basket. So I put this on. So you need to put it on too. Air fry. Put it on 180, and I think the recipe said 15 minutes, so I don't know if they're going to be done in 15, but let's see. So set it to 15. I will have a look, check the temperature, we'll properly flip it over, and then yeah, so we'll see how this recipe is going to turn out. So I'll be back when the 15 minutes is up. So time is up for the chicken. Let's see how it's always looking good. I'm going to turn it over now. Try to do it one-handed. Almost feels done. No, not really. You can see the bottom. This one is a little bit bloody. I'm not very good with this one-handed business. But you live and learn, right? It smells really, really nice. Okay, that's good. So what I'm going to pop it back for another 10 minutes. Please ignore this number because that's for the first basket. I've got something else cooking in there. I don't know if I mentioned it. So this basket, the Ninja, is not preheated. So I'm going to pop it on as the second basket. Okay, so air frying the second basket, and it's going to be 180, and I will put it on for another 10 minutes, and then we'll have a look. I don't think it needs too long now. So good to go. This is it, the moment of truth. So the chicken's been in the air fryer for 25 minutes altogether on 180 air fry setting. Looking good. Let me just check the internal temperature. I've got this thermometer, you might have seen it before. It's really, really good. It's the Thermo Pro, and the internal temperature, I believe, for poultry is 74 centigrade. Let me just try to tell you. So for all poultry, ground chicken, turkey, 165 Fahrenheit or 73.9 centigrade. So let's say 74 centigrade. The 74 centigrade internal temperature. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it will be done. What does it say? I just put it on Fahrenheit by accident. Right, back in business. So we are on centigrade. So 74, a bit shaky. So it's 94. I mean, you don't need a thermometer really for this. You can just feel it if there is any resistance. This is more than well done. I'm going to be doing, this is probably the biggest piece of chicken. That's actually 78, 76, 74. Around the bones, but you can see the juice is running clear, and it's 80. Yeah, so this is all good. I find it's quite easy to kind of dry out the chicken. So I'm gonna just pop these on a plate, and I'm gonna give it a bit of a taste test. All right, so let's have a look. Nice, resistant, not dry. Looks quite nice. Let's take a taste. Really good. Really, really good. Seasoning is absolutely spot on. Well, bon appetit everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you will give it a go. Let me know in the comment if you tried it and what your favorite chicken seasoning is. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you got value out of my video. I post videos every Wednesday and every Saturday. Saturday would be my foodie videos. Wednesday is more like a fun, kind of different type of videos. And thank you very much for coming in, tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. See you next time. Goodbye.